What is up, everyone? Today I'm going to give everybody a safe house guide. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what the hell a safe house is, what a safe house does, but today I'm going to explain how to use them to get easy experiences I just showed in the video. Also, how to crawl from safe house to find some of those harder to come by purples, superiors, some people, I mean, if you're already in the 30s and you're already dark zoning a lot, you're already doing a lot of the dailies on challenging, then this probably isn't the guy for you. But for the guys who are still in their 20s, the guys who are at 30 but aren't geared to where they feel they need to be, this is the guy for you guys. At this point, I'm just showing how to crawl from safe house to safe house. Make sure you check each safe house. Always zoom in on them on the map. Make sure you don't have a mission turned in for the guys that haven't hit 30 yet. That is easy experience. It's no reason to miss it. It's easy to get into. Uh, let's see what else we have there. Check all the vendors. Whenever you get the chance, every day there's a refresh. Whenever there's a refresh, there's new stuff to appear in the shop. Every safe house, no matter where it is, has the vendor. If it has a vendor, that guy has one purple item. If he vends armor, he has one purple armor item. If he vends weapons, he has one purple, one superior weapon. So what you want to do is you want to go into the shop as I'm doing right now and check it out. Compare versus what you have. I mean, if you're wearing blues, then chances are this purple is better for you. If you're 30 and you still have blues, hop from shop to shop. Also, I see a lot of people forget, and I mean, it even slipped my mind for the longest. I was like 26 by the time I went back to it, but it's the hub. It's the hub from when you first cross the river to this side. Head to the hub, check out the stores in there. Sometimes you get lucky. You get good. Like I've gotten one of my best sniper rifles along the way to where I am now out of that shop. It was a SOCOM, had like 50k DPS out of the store. You never know what you run into. So always check them. I mean, until you're getting ready to go in the dark zone, or if you're ready to go in the dark zone but you're not sure about your gear, or if you are in the dark zone but you want better stuff than what you have, they're giving you too much of a hard time. Check these shops out. Also, when you buy guns, don't always go head first for DPS. I'm gonna buy a gun in a couple seconds in this video. I know it's coming up, and basically, I'm gonna test it and decide it's not that good. It's gonna have a lot of recoil, and if you have a gun that has too much recoil, it could have 10 million DPS, but if it can't put the bullets on the guy you need to shoot, it's useless. So don't keep a gun with no accuracy, or if you have a gun with low accuracy and not low accuracy, high instability or low stability, however you want to look at it. See this gun here? I'm looking at it now in the shop. It has good stats. Its stability is fairly low, which means holding the trigger down is not an option. So that fire rate kind of has to drop down, which means your DPS also drops. So you're not dishing as much as you possibly can, and that's something you have to weigh in. Like if I have to let off the gun to get it back on the target, to pull the trigger again to get it back on the target, it's a lot slower DPS than just me holding the trigger and letting it go. It's 4 rounds per minute. So I mean, sometimes you have to sacrifice a grip with good accuracy that'll boost your DPS for a grip that'll boost your stability. Stability. You want to be able to keep your gun on a target. You want to be able to you want to stack as many headshots as possible, especially with submachine guns. They have high criticals. You want those criticals flying across the screen. Um, as far as the testing I'm getting ready to get into, you should have the security wing upgraded to the point where you have a firing range. You definitely want that firing range. It gives you a chance to go out and well actually go in and test the weapon you set up. See if you like it, tweak it, get it to where it stays on target. I mean, staying on target is very important for any fully automatic gun. I mean, it's important for your semis and even your bolt actions, but no one really cares if a sniper rifle's barrel jumps off the target. It's not like you're planning on holding the trigger down. Anyway, it's not about rounds per minute. It's about accuracy on those. This gun here, you really need to have it under control. It's a submachine gun. You need to be able to control it. Same for ARs, same for LMGs. Like an LMG is completely useless if you can't get it to stay on target. I've had some with great DPS numbers. They just couldn't hit shit, for lack of a better term. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip one of my other guns I have. I believe I stripped my AUG. And I'm going to try the same components off the AUG on this gun to see where the DPS compares and how's the stability compared to the AUG? And so far, I'm looking at it, and I've already realized that by this point that I possibly wasted money because it's not taking the jumps I thought it would. I mean, of course, it's going to get up higher. It's going to get in the 60s, so I think possibly even 70s Ks of DPS, which is pretty good. It's decent. It's respectable, but compared to what I have now, it's not touching it. So if your gun's not near this level of DPS, then hey, you found a pretty good one. I would strongly recommend toning down the DPS some and going with a lot more stability if you have the opportunity to do so. Let's see what we have. I know there's a couple more seconds until we get into it. So I guess I consider in chat about dark zoning. For everyone that's trying to dark zone, you wanna I'm gonna have a video coming out and probably the next day or two, possibly even a day, depending on if I get the free time to play again, where I highlight the map and show my particular route and my tactics. I also recommend you don't have to go up to like level 31 and 32s to try to level your dark zone. If you're surely there for dark zone levels, stick in 30, pick out the easy guys, you can solo it. And also in the lower levels, you're a lot less likely to run into guys that can take you out PvP wise, or if anything, you're more equally geared than compared to running to a guy who can solo 32-32 and you're barely killing the 30s. We have no chance in hell of fighting him. So, okay, here goes the extra part I was talking about. Like, notice how the gun pulls right with every shot. And that for me is very annoying. I would much rather be able to keep my DPS going, especially since I used technician class. What was the security? I used the big DPS buff as my ultimate, and it is awesome. But I love to be able to just hold down a trigger and deal out as much damage as I can in those 12 to 15 seconds they give you. That's like prime DPS anytime. That is when it all counts, and you can't have a gun that will not stay on target. So I'm gonna try changing the grip out here, seeing if it gives it anything with that horizontal stability, and it still shakes a lot, but it's not nearly as bad as what it was. But it is not as good as my AUG, which I'm about to switch all my parts back to. So see, my AUG is much more of a vertical climb than anything else. And this is just me messing around with the sniper rifle I have. I recommend everyone keeps at least one sniper, especially if you're contemplating a solo player route. It is a good way to get the party started, find the biggest bad guy and drop his health, or vice versa. Find the rusher, find the shotgun guy and take him out before he gets the chance to rush at you and your team, or if you're solo, before he gets the chance to just come and spam you with shotgun shells. So until my Dark Zone video or whatever else may come up that I find highly interesting, see you guys later. As always, subscribe, like, and thumbs up, please.